Gregory Elmore, the drummer and founding member of the seminal San Francisco rock group Quicksilver Messenger Service, passed away yesterday, March 29th, at his home in Jerome, Idaho. The news was confirmed by music producer and former John Cipollina roadie Mike Somavilla. Greg Elmore, who formed Quicksilver Messenger Service and having some success with the Brogues. After the Brogues came to an end in late '65, Greg Elmore and guitarist Gary Duncan hooked up with John Cipollina, one of San Francisco guitar greats, and a guy by the name of David Freiberg, a folk singer, barely knew how to play bass. The group started jamming at the likes of the Grateful Dead and Western Marin in 1966, gaining a wide following in the San Francisco area, selling out the Fillmore and Winterland auditoriums with exploratory psychedelic jams, led by Gary Duncan and, of course, John Cipollina, with the backing of Gregory Elmore, who became one of the industry's heavy powerhouses. Elmore, who was front and center for every Quicksilver Messenger Service release from 1968 on. Elmore quickly formed a bond with Dino Valente, who joined the band in 1970 and helped bring the band to worldwide prominence with the top 50 hit, Have Another Hit of Fresh Air. Elmore and Valente continued to have success with such hits as What About Me? When John Cipollina, David Freiberg, and Nicky Hopkins left the end of 1971, it was the core friendship of Gary Duncan, Gregory Elmore, and Dino Valente that carried Quicksilver Messenger Service through 1979. Such historic releases as Quicksilver in 1971, which featured Elmore's powerhouse drumming on songs like Hope and Fire Brothers. Elmore, of course, was there for 1972's Coming Through, where he got several co-writing credits alongside Dino Valente on heavy rock tunes like California State Correctional Blues and Mojo. Dino Valente and Gary Duncan saw what the Allman Brothers and Grateful Dead were doing with doubling up on drummers, so they added former Jefferson Airplane drummer Joey Covington to the lineup for a brief time, and then Crazy Harold was also the second drummer alongside Gregory Elmore for the better part of the mid-1970s. Elmore, Dino Valente, and Gary Duncan continued to rock out with Quicksilver to a lesser degree in 1978 and 1979, playing smaller venues including My Father's Place in Roslyn, Long Island, with new band member, guitarist Bobby Fleury. Elmore, after Quicksilver's run came to an end in late 1979, continued to blaze trails musically and worldwide with Nick Gravenitis and Terry Dolan in the band's Thunder and Lightning. He kept his friendship with John Cipollina right up until his death in 1989. Greg Elmore was not a member of the Dinosaurs, as incorrectly reported by Jeff Tamarkin and Best Classic Bands. Barry the Fish Melton from Country Joe and the Fish confirmed with Breaking News Los Angeles that Greg Elmore occasionally may have sat in with the Dinosaurs, but the Dinosaurs' full-time drummer was Spencer Dryden of the Jefferson Airplane. In one of Thunder and Lightning's later releases that was produced by Greg Elmore, he wrote in the liner notes, "Dedicated to longtime friends, Nicky Hopkins and Dino Valente." Greg Elmore, rock drummer extraordinaire, powerhouse behind all the psychedelic sounds of Quicksilver Messenger Service, one of the grandfathers of the psychedelic rock scene, dead at age 79.